Can we start for the love of fucking...
Hey, we're waiting on you.
Okay. Psychic lottery winner, man children, and even criminals need help moving on today's episode of 1, 2, 3, Jokes!
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon. That's me. Robert Arrow.
I'm Robert Arrow.
Oh yeah, sorry, confusing. Robert Arrow.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
Aaron Kraft.
Hey!
Yay, Aaron Kraft.
Formerly our resident judge.
Welcome back. Thank you. It's good to be
Now
back.
our resident sludge.
Now wow.
You're going to say slut.
Because he's such a slut.
Well, it's good to be back. Now he's our guest slut because our resident slut is out today.
So, she would actually like that.
It's a day of rest for her pussy.
Oh man. Wow.
Oh, it's Shabbat. The Sabbath.
Yeah.
Yes. Her Jewish pussy.
So before we started
She has
recording...
to put a drape over it during when you're mourning. You put a drape over your pussy.
Wow.
So when you
Hilarious.
take a vagina break, you put it over your pussy so you can rest it and not look at it.
Carly, is that what you were going to say?
No, actually, I was going to say...
Do you know what she knows what I'm talking about and she's not giving me anything? How about yes anding that, Carly?
Oh, yes, anding your fucking pussy rest cloth?
She even has a name for it.
You could have came with that.
Yes, and that's not accurate to the Jewish faith. But anyway, so what I was going to say is, before we started recording, it's been a while since the 5 of us have been in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
It started to get a little contentious.
This
everyone
again.
being
I
mean
know.
to each other.
I like how you didn't ask anybody's permission to talk about off camera
Off-the-record
conversations.
stuff. All right, we don't.
Well, we did say
this
save it
is,
for
this
the
is
show.
the problem, though. No, let's talk about it now. This is
I
the problem.
suggested that we get a family
Your lack of
therapist.
boundaries. Lack of boundaries.
And do a session with
I'm the
5
family
of us.
therapist, and I'm going to tell you all what's wrong with you and why it's difficult to work with you.
All right.
Lack of boundaries. Too nice. Too mean.
Uh-oh.
What about Aaron?
What about Aaron?
Oh, distant. Not important.
Emotionally distant.
Emotionally unavailable.
Geographically distant. I did pretty good on that one.
Hey,
Have you back in town, Aaron?
I got to talk to my therapist about apparently being too nice. It's causing problems. Yeah, fuck you. I love you, buddy.
Oh,
This
God.
guy.
fucking phony.
I'm sorry. I'm too nice. You're a fucking doormat. This does feel like a more like therapeutic
This feels more like a
scenario.
family. You know? We are a family.
I do.
We're in Olive Garden.
Where are we at? What's happening?
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
where are we at, Alan?
Contractually obligated as our sponsors, Olive Garden, to mention Olive Garden at least once, because where you're there,
You're a fucked up family.
You need therapy.
That could be true. Welcome back, Aaron Kraft.
Thank you.
Aaron, speaking of craft, how are you going to judge? What's going to go on today with your crafty?
Actually, forget that question. Have you been listening to this show? Have you been keeping up with what's been going on?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And so, having listened to the show, what kind of approach are you going to go with?
Hold
this
on.
time?
Before you answer that, have you been enjoying the show? Because you just said that you've been keeping up, and that's where you ended it.
Dueling interviews.
I think it's hilarious now more than ever.
Great. So, applying that rubric to it, how do you think you'll be judging today?
Well, actually, before you answer that, Aaron, how's the family? Like, it's been a long time since we've seen this.
I do like this premise of 2 talk show hosts that have to compete for the attention of the guests.
Start kicking each other.
I like that the one interviewer just wants one question answered, and he just keeps trying.
Yeah, Ricky has not changed. But in fairness, Aaron has not attempted to answer Ricky's question.
Well, I think I'm going to try judging the funniest joke
Okay.
for each round.
okay.
How does that differ from the
It's a brave
previous?
approach. How's your family?
Strategy. Oh, no, we're good.
But before you answer that, actually.
Oh, yeah.
No, good.
I think before he would judge it by the funniest word within a joke.
Yeah.
Yes. That
I was thinking about maybe
or a
switching it
reference
up
to
though.
something he knows about.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, funniest joke it
Funniest
is.
joke. Well, maybe I can switch it up, like the least funniest joke for a round, but I won't tell you which round gets the point for the least funniest
Okay,
joke.
so you're gonna keep us on our toes.
yeah.
So you're gonna be interacting basically with us throughout the whole.
well, it sounds like he's going to
I hope
keep
so.
us in the
That's the
dark.
point. Yeah. What? I was gonna be distant and then walk in at the end and then judge the jokes.
Just like my father.
Judging your jokes all the time.
At the end.
Which camera am I looking into? Is it this one or this one?
Whatever you like.
All right.
Yeah, you're one. That'll be the one that's.
This is a pretty freewheeling show. You can look into any camera at any time.
Well, I'm not wearing underwear.
Jokes. 1, 2.
I'm sorry, one.
Oh, that's free balling. My bad.
2,
Okay.
3 jokes. 1, 2, 3 jokes. 1, 2, 3 jokes.
So it seems like we're ready for round one.
Yeah, round one.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
Psychic's advice from deceased father leads man to 40,000 lottery win. A 55-year-old man told Maryland lottery officials that a professional psychic told him his deceased father wanted him to start buying Powerball and Mega Millions tickets. My dad was an avid lottery player, the player said. The player? This is calls him the player.
The player.
The player said.
The player.
Call me the player.
The man said the psychic also handed down a set of numbers supposedly from his father, but he switched to buying quick pick tickets when the numbers failed to yield any results.
Oh, no.
A ticket purchased for
Who could have seen that coming?
a ticket purchased for a Mega Millions drawing ended up earning the man a $40,000 prize. The man said most of his winnings will go into the bank. This is news. The winner said he used to be an avid scratch-off player and previously scored a $50,000 prize in 2017. How that wasn't the article, because 50,000 is more than 40,000. We'll never know.
Because
what
it
a
wasn't-
fucking stupid story.
It wasn't
Here
his
we
dead
go.
dad.
So you
Recently.
so instead of dead dad helps you win the lottery, just win the lottery. That's a better news
I
story.
think the better news story is a man wins 2 lottos.
There's lots of articles like that. We could do one in the future if you want.
All right.
Yeah, put that down.
Okay.
Aaron, who would you like to go first in this round?
Oh, let's start with Rick.
Oh.
All right, then the wrong camera to do that. Okay. All right, son, what's my cut in ghost money? Oh no, I'm not going to the light. I have unfinished business, namely getting my ghost bucks. Give me my money.
Ghost bucks.
Give me my money.
Ghost Bucksters.
When there's something low in your bank account.
What you got to scratch?
Yeah, girl got money. I got ghost box.
Sometimes someone will say something and I'll go, oh, I was going to say that. And like yours though, just now, it was, oh, I was going to say something funny. You took my opportunity to just say something funny. Not the same thing, just something.
You bastard.
You dick.
You want to go next, Robin?
Sure. $40,000. This guy really won the dead dad lottery.
Oh, no. This story must be true because only a dad that's been dead for decades would think $40,000 is enough for their kid to retire with a nice nest egg.
And the winning Powerball numbers are: your mother was a whore.
I won! Oh my god!
Wheel one.
I picked those.
The man previously won $50,000, but that was just luck. So
Non-newsworthy.
Yeah, where was Daddy then?
Alive.
Another business trip, Daddy?
Wow.
that live deadbeat son of a bitch? The psychic didn't even give the guy the right winning numbers. He probably just tells everyone to play the Powerball and Mega Millions. Just routine advice from psychic Archibald J. Lottery IV.
God.
Archibald
right
J. Law.
Oh, thanks.
cracking
You
up
wanna
the
do it again?
judge, though.
You want to do the name again with the accusatory stare?
No, thank you.
And now, son, you must use your fortune to bring me back to life. Yeah, that's the deal. What do you think? I have to watch you jerk off all the time and all I get is the world's greatest dad mug? You think you're still 12? Get the elixir of life or you're gonna get it.
Why are you watching me jerk off all the time?
That's actually
It's
purgatory.
tethered.
Purgatory is watching
have
your
like
kids
a-
jerk off?
Jerkatory.
Jerkatory.
Purgature.
Purgatory.
It's nice to know that my dad is in a better place, still obsessed with gambling.
A buddy and I tried using a Ouija board to ask a spirit for winning numbers. The planchette kept moving between 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9. But then with all the oral sex he and I had that night, I totally forgot to buy a ticket.
420.
I'm having so much oral sex.
420.
I was waiting for the 69 420. You have to complete the loop there.
No, because he's talking specifically about 69ing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The actual act.
And it was.
I totally missed that joke.
It didn't come across.
See, he's focusing on words.
It didn't come across, but I was hoping it was implied that my buddy was moving the planchette to 6,
Yeah,
9,
it's kept
6, 9.
thinking, making them
6, 9.
think about 69ing. And then they 69 all night.
Yeah, it's moving between the numbers. So we can go like forward. Then
And my dad was watching the whole time.
The whole time. My dad was per jerking off.
all 3 minutes.
So I think that's it for the jokes in round one, correct?
Yeah.
So Aaron Kraft, resident judge. How did you like that round?
Former resident judge, right?
Oh, currently resident judge.
Today resident judge.
Yeah.
All right. I like Bob's dead dad lottery, the first joke. And I liked his last joke about still being addicted to gambling.
Yes.
2 hearty laughs.
Not addicted, obsessed.
I could stop.
I can stop anytime I want. I just love it a lot.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta call my dad real quick. I gotta ask him a favor.
Wait, are you addicted to your dad?
Well, I mean, if that's what happened. No, anyways.
Might as well face it, I'm addicted to
Wait,
dad.
can you go back to the other camera? I have to blow my nose.
Let's just play your nose.
Not this
You
camera.
went this camera.
No.
I said, can you please cut it to my camera so I can blow my
I'll
nose?
try
Wait, are you still on me? No. Get off of me.
I'll try to zoom into all the tissue flakes that flew about when you grabbed that tattered tissue from me.
You fucking
Ricky.
golem.
Ricky, I have the sniffles.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My tissues.
My precious tissues.
Oh, Lord.
Of the rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings, how are thee by none?
I'm starting to remember what it's like to be on the show. It's all coming back to me. I liked Rick's last 2 jokes. I just wrote down whore for your second one.
Pig, slut.
Do you guys ever need to fill anything out for me? Just default to horror. You probably get it right.
All right. You whore.
W2s.
Didn't make a lot of money.
Claim it as a loss.
These are all your earnings? Okay. Including tips? All right.
Well, on that note, Ghost Bucks.
Nobody's giving me a tip.
I didn't like the joke, but everybody else did. So I'm going to give you credit for it.
All right. Hey,
I think I liked the everything that happened around it.
Yeah. I can't remember. I just wrote down Ghost Bucks.
Everyone laughed when I said Ghostbusters.
Yes, that was funny. I think you should give Carly a point.
Okay, call you 1 point for that.
Oh yeah, really?
Therapy really worked.
Hey
knew I
guys,
missed Aaron.
there's like real love here for sure. For sure.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
You keep looking. Yeah. Jeremy's first joke, the boomer nest egg joke. I wrote down boomer nest egg.
Yeah, it sums it up.
Seems, close.
Boomer nest egg. Nice to meet you.
Nestic Boomer. Nice to meet you.
This guy's crazy.
Archibald.
Boomer nest egg. Their first name is already like it could pass as a name, but it's totally like a weird name.
Sure.
Boomer.
My name is Richard Nestegg, but I go by Boomer.
Boomer. What's up, boom dog?
Speaking of names, Archibald J. Lottery is by far the absolute worst thing I've heard today.
Just in general.
And it's only like 11 o'clock.
What does the J stand for?
Jerking off.
So 1 point Jeremy, 3 points Rick, 2 points Bob.
Ah.
Wow.
1 point Carly.
1 point Carly.
yes.
Even though there's
I
no
forgot my
graphic for
point.
it,
Yeah.
we'll just keep that in mind.
I'll just put a little right there.
Okay.
Put it next to my
It'll come out of her nose when she's blowing it.
Okay, here's my point.
Every
That's
time
cocaine.
Carly blows her nose, she gets a point.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And then I'll keep her point like on the side of the table. So just where she scraped it.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
Here's my point.
gross.
Okay, are you guys ready for round 2? This story makes me really sad because I think, well,
Which story was it?
You'll just know.
Okay.
New study shows man children are destroying women's sex drives.
Oh no, Carly, is everything all right?
Well, it mentions something about the dishes, and that's like a point of contention in my house. But anyway,
What is the man child? Like a little child that's like
well, you're
got
about
a beard?
you're about to find out.
They're ruining my sex life.
You're about to find
Little
out.
trolls. Like
Literally, what the
dwarves
story
or
is about,
something.
Ricky. If you just give me 2 seconds.
I am a man child.
Let me keep guessing.
I got one guess. Just
All right.
filling
Well, let
it
me
out.
read the story, and then you'll know. Some men, dubbed man children, can be characterized by a number of childlike traits, including not noticing that the dishes need washing, or bins need emptying, and weaponizing their own incompetence when they eventually do it, being ungrateful for the emotional and physical care provided by their partner, and general helplessness.
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 Thank you for your assistance.
There's my
And-
man.
Your man.
My man.
I helped
And-
My man.
Adult man. And general helplessness when it comes to taking care of themselves and sometimes even their own kids.
Ricky was man pronouncing.
Manouncing.
Manouncing.
Yeah, manouncing.
Now, this phenomenon has officially been confirmed by science, which
Phenomenon.
we love. A recent study found that not only do man children exist, but they're actually killing women's libidos with their ineptitude.
Thank you for finishing that sentence. That sounded really
Researchers-
scary.
It kind of feels like on this camera angle that Carly's like speaking directly about me. Like I'm like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Like she's like, and here's one example of the man child.
Researchers found when women perform more household labor than
What you
their
would do with a
partner,
gorilla?
You read to it, yeah.
Yeah, because they're so stupid and hard of hearing.
researchers
Okay, I'll
found,
act like a gorilla too then.
researchers found that get out of here! Oh, God!
That's how you would react to a gorilla? Motherfucker.
Go away!
Researchers found when women perform more household labor than their partner, they tend to see them like a dependent child. This, unsurprisingly, reduces their sexual desire for that person. The correlation between man babies and low libido hasn't been overlooked by the women who've dated or lived with these men. On the day 29-year-old Leanne moved in with her now ex-boyfriend 6 years ago, she remembers crying, "It hit me that he was a man-child when he didn't know how to use the washing machine or make the bed. And although he made minor efforts to improve at chores, he just didn't seem capable of doing so. He broke my favorite knife, flooded the kitchen, nearly set the flat on fire multiple times, and would go missing on 3-day benders. He seemed to feel bad,
Okay,
but
so I never did that.
justified his ignorance
2
by
days at
saying
most.
his parents never expected him to do any chores at home.
Things gotta get bent.
Bear in mind, he moved out of his parents' house 7 years earlier. Our sex drive completely died after 6 months of living together.
Nice.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I
How
like
did she
hearing that
not
she's single.
See this before they got married. She had no idea.
I don't think they were married because it said ex-boyfriend.
Oh, boyfriend. Okay, but still. I guess that's,
You have to
that's
live
when you
with
figure
someone.
it out.
You have to
Okay,
live with
so-
someone to
okay.
know.
fair enough.
So you're married, Aaron,
I am.
and you're married, and you were all in relationships. Like, isn't it like I just outed myself.
What?
Never mind. I'm not going to get into the conversation because then I focused it on. I was just going to ask, like, you know, like sometimes you do different things than that your wife does or your partner. Or your
If there's
spouse.
an equitable division of chores, it doesn't mean that the man has
so
to
say
help the
there
dishes.
is a burglar outside.
There's a burglar outside.
Thank you, Jeremy.
1 point, Jeremy.
Now what are you gonna do? But also, so who's gonna go out there and potentially get murdered?
Okay.
Hold on.
How much time are you actually spending protecting your home versus the woman spending
All
doing
of
everything
the time.
else?
All of the time.
Come on, your house is
How
under
much of the
attack.
dishes are getting washed when they're cleaning in the cabinet?
I would say I spend far more time managing my home than my husband does actually protecting our home.
Okay,
I would
so
say-
the one time you need it,
I would
Yeah,
say
he's
there was
like,
like
nah.
there was one time
I washed the dishes today.
there was
Go
one
get
time my
murdered.
house was burglarized, and they took a bunch of stuff, and I had no idea because I was washing the dishes.
Exactly.
I would say
Exactly. We
I-
have to be on guard at
I
all
feel like
times.
anytime anything ever goes wrong in the house, my husband's out of town for work, and it's very frustrating.
He got a hot tip that there was burglaries in the neighborhood. He's like, I need to take a trip.
I think it would be so mean if I was driving around with somebody I'm dating and I was like, remember where we're at right now because you know how bad you are at like remembering directions and things like that. Like that would be so like that expectation that she does that is not right. I should just do it and she should just keep her
You should
business
do what?
in the fucking kitchen.
What?
Wow, man, that went south really quickly.
Right down to the south, baby.
I'm not
damn.
even sure why you're upset. Something about directions?
I got lost in that whole paragraph.
Well, I'm just saying, there's some things that regardless of who the man or the woman is, there's a division of.
Yeah, it's not saying that like
Work.
certain tasks should be handled by certain genders. It's just saying the men aren't necessarily.
There needs to be an equitable division
I
of
am not
household
attracted
duties.
to a man. He doesn't
All right.
wash
No.
dishes.
All right.
See, in my house, we stick to the gender roles. I buy the bat with my money that I earned, and she washes the sock that goes on it.
All
A
right.
sock on a bat?
Sock on.
A clean sock.
Yeah, for the burglar outside.
Oh,
We're
for the
talking about the
burglar.
burglar, right?
Oh, right.
Going back to the
A
original
clean
question.
one.
All right, let's come back to this for burning questions. I'll ask more about that.
Oh,
Okay.
no, not more.
Yeah. Right, Bob, you want to start us off with comedy?
No, we're talking about women's rights. That's hilarious.
Now, I don't know why my relationship went south. I tried to do my part. Every time when she got home, I would have ready and on the table a brand new Lego set completed and on display, but she just never appreciated it.
Or cleaned it?
That would
Yeah,
be
that
cool.
thing got so dusty.
Well, hey, we three got chosen for Sexy Man Children of 2023 calendar. Bob is Mr. June, seen adding another dirty plate to a giant stack that's about to topple over and break. Ricardo is Mr. July, seen waiting in a laundry room overrun with sudsy bubbles. And I'm Mr. December, seen wrapping Christmas presents poorly with weekly grocery store mailers. All calendar dates are pre-filled with no sex written in.
That's cute. I'd buy that.
What was my month?
July.
Because then you can wear an American flag around your chest while you do nothing.
Around my chest?
Or ass, whatever.
Well, if I'm a man-child, then that makes you a pedophile. And so if you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison, then you better get to washing the dishes and not complaining. And also getting me an Xbox.
When Ricky does
doing?
his jokes, he does this
Puts the phone in front of his face?
in front of my face.
Oh, in front of your face. Just like a gorilla.
You're not talking right now. I'm talking. It's my part of the show. If I'm in front of you, deal with it. Gosh, so
when I
much
read the news, I
conflict.
gotta do this.
Just use that chance to blow your nose.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow my nose during all of Ricky's jokes.
Well, I think Coco's trying to use sign language. Is that a reach? A bit of a-
No, Coco,
I liked it.
we get it.
We loved it.
Well, no, I was looking for a book on guerrilla warfare, but I could only find Coco's kitten. So
Okay,
All right.
too far. You fell over the curb there. I don't know what else she wants from me. I pay a third of the rent sometimes. I cook when we don't have any money to go out. And other than going full-time at the comic book shop, I don't know what else I can do for her.
Hey everyone, Jeremy's girlfriend here. He doesn't know I wrote this, but I swear to God, if he comes home crying again because he didn't win another episode, I'm going to have a serious discussion with all of you right after I make him his favorite consolation meal, dinosaur chicken nuggies and a gallon of ranch.
I can do plenty of man chores. You know, I can do those. You have any wood that needs chopping? No fireplace? Well, then I guess binge watching SpongeBob will have to suffice.
Here. You know, if you would have told me when I was a teenager that making my bed would lead to a woman wanting to have sex with me, I would not make the bed because I'd be too busy jerking off.
On that note,
Purgatory.
a woman's place is in the kitchen, and a man's place is jerking off in the shower because the water is the only warm thing that's been willing to touch him for years.
For years, still going.
That concept of warmth thing. You know, like you need that. Like, you need the warmth. This is funny.
Thank you.
That one gets my point.
The concept of warmth is hilarious.
Just, you know what I mean? Like, I need a woman's warmth.
It's all about the equitable distribution of warmth.
Look.
I am a man child.
Look, honey, I'm the protector. Look, honey, I'm the protector. Say a burglar breaks into the kitchen window, the one above the sink, and he'd cut himself all because of all the knives that I left soaking in the sink. Fuck that up. 'Cause you're not supposed to soak knives in the sink, right?
Not the good ones.
Why not? Did it get rusty?
You get rusty.
Well, I think that funny. I think
goes.
it's funny enough just that you left all the knives in the sink. That's fine.
You don't soak knives in the sink because you put your hand in there, you can cut yourself.
Right.
Stupid.
Burglar.
If you're a woman, you'd know that.
Okay.
All right.
Aaron.
Really leaning into that
Yeah, Jeremy really is.
chauvinism, aren't we? I think everybody is.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Fuck you. Male chauvinist pig.
You fucking pussy.
You fucking cook.
You bitch.
I'm not doing that.
Oh man, this is
Some kind of sissy.
hostile very quickly here. No, the sock on the bat is for if if the guy tries to grab it, he'll grab the sock, and then
Oh, you keep going.
Well, he's
And then you can
got
keep
brain
beating him.
damage, so he can't
That's
be that
really
So then do you put like
actually.
9 layers of socks on it?
you can.
He just keeps grabbing it.
If she washes 9 socks, yeah.
It's like a magic trick where he's like,
And that's why it needs to be clean, so it's slipperier. Fabric softened it.
Yeah. Smells nice while you're beating someone.
Not that I
What
like
was
more.
Jeremy's third joke? I
Things
missed
smell
that.
nice when I'm beaten.
The water, jerking off in the shower, the water's the only warm thing that'll touch him for years.
I think you missed it because then Ricky went off on this really depressing tangent about like the concept of warmth.
Right. Now that I
Why was
remember.
that depressing?
Well, I was uplifted.
Episode title, The Concept of Warmth.
It's fun. Bob's brand new Lego joke. That was great. I love the image too.
Yes, I thought it was fun.
I would be proud of anybody who had a brand new Lego set at the end of each day.
Well, that's why you'd be a great wife.
Even if,
Washing those socks.
if my wife did that every day, I wouldn't be mad.
You sock cook.
Just saying.
Robert, your shoulder's really close to the edge there.
All right. It's okay.
Maybe angle yourself a little bit.
All right. What do we got?
Well, I'm glad we interrupted that.
Yeah. I like the Rick's knives in the sink joke.
You gotta put socks on them.
Well, that's just weird. And I like Jeremy's second joke about the. I just wrote girlfriend. Oh, yeah, it's the girlfriend voice. If he comes home crying again, something.
Something.
Yeah. But yeah,
Even
men,
if you do the voice of a girlfriend, I'm not listening.
men crying to their wives is just funny to me. So
What?
Very specific sense of humor.
Aaron, that's how Aaron heckles a stand-up comic. You have any jokes about men crying to their wives?
let me tell you, I'm hilarious.
I'm getting lightheaded.
All right, so I'm giving everybody 1 point.
Me
All right.
too?
And Carly.
Yeah.
Wow! The woman finally gets her day.
I
Finally.
kind of felt bad about all the nasty things we said about
Women.
ladies.
So that's 3 points,
I
Bob.
didn't
4
say
points,
anything.
Rick. 2 points, Jeremy.
Quit lumping me into all this bullshit.
And 2 points me. I'm tied with Jeremy.
2 points, Carl.
Wait, hold on. No, you can flick up my point.
What was that?
I flicked my point. Okay.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Points? Yeah, we're still calling them points.
Point flicker.
Jerkatory, flicked my point. It's like interchangeable kinds of things.
Okay. All right, you guys ready for round 3? Florida sheriff. It's like Florida sheriff, burglars call 911 to get help moving stuff. 2 people in Florida were arrested after one of them made a 911 call to get help with moving their belongings from a home they were burglarizing. Deputies responded to a home after a 911 call was made, but nobody spoke. The Polk County Sheriff Office said.
Nobody spoke in Polk?
Yep.
Nobody's doing vote.
At the home, the deputies concluded that nobody lived there, but they found a male suspect and his girlfriend inside the home after entering it through an unlocked door. While talking to deputies, the female suspect told them that she had called 911 for the purpose of having law enforcement help them move their belongings from the house that they were burglarizing. They also wanted to get a ride to the airport so they could spend the weekend in New York, the sheriff's office said. Deputies did help them with their belongings and did give them a ride, but it wasn't to the airport. It was to the Pokey Poke.
I'm really handsome.
I think he said poke pokey.
Poke Pokey. It was the Poke Pokey.
Pokey poke.
You do the Poke Pokey.
We're all gonna run to the Pokey Poke tonight.
You know that was my nickname as a kid was Pokey
Really?
because I would walk slower than everyone else.
Oh, no.
But you were
Slow Pokey.
you're a claymation horse.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
My mistake. Jeremy got it right.
My best friend Gumby here.
Oh, that was
got it right.
Gumby.
That's it. That's the whole story.
Jeremy, you starting us
All
off?
right, yeah. Well, to be fair to them, the police motto is protect and serve. Nothing on their squad car says anything about enforcing the law.
Not after I scraped it off.
Remember what McGruff the crime dog says. If you do the crime, expect to get dragged on Facebook, bitches.
He's got tood.
McGruff the crime troll.
I mean, that's what this is. It's just like trolling, like this
Sure.
police departments that do this kind of stuff. It's like, look how stupid they are.
Okay, how many of these have you been on?
No, you've never seen those before. Like different police departments will go look at these stupid idiots.
Oh, okay.
Like release footage.
It's like
of
world's
stuff.
dumbest criminals kind of thing.
Yeah, but just to like promote themselves.
You seem
look
angry.
how stupid we're
I think it's
out there
also
doing our jobs.
To embarrass criminals.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my point. It's fucking stupid. It's weird.
But yeah,
Kind
it's a promotional thing for
Yeah.
the department.
How
Right.
would you embarrass criminals?
what's that?
How would you embarrass
I
criminals?
wouldn't.
Very
Becoming
carefully.
one.
I'm an embarrassment to criminals.
That's the deepest burn I've heard on this
He's
show.
not with us. He's doing his own crime.
I've taken the unlawful to my own hands.
The game's over, boys.
If only there was a way to get rid of him is our problem.
But that would require doing something illegal.
Right. Which we don't.
The movie's writing itself, guys.
Yeah.
Sure, all cops are bastards, but moving is a bitch.
They would have called an Uber, but the last driver wouldn't even allow them to put a dead body in his trunk. 1 star.
And they were so dumb that it was their house and that was their stuff. And the police unlawfully arrested those idiots under false pretenses. It's all part of a conspiracy to silence, but because they're so fucking... I don't like that sentence. One more time.
Okay.
And they were so dumb that it was their house and it was their stuff. And the police unlawfully arrested those idiots. Under false pretenses. I forgot.
Excellent job navigating around the N-word that you wrote. Yeah. Caught it on the fly just in time. So. That's the laugh of
censor myself at this point.
Oops.
No, it's okay. He put a silent P in front of it.
Not because I meant it, only because it auto-corrected.
Sorry, guys. This one's my bad. I meant to call the non-emergency line. So you can go on.
Joke's on you, cops. The police station is right next to the airport, and my flight is booked for 5 to 10 years from now.
How'd you get a flight out so far?
I didn't say we was robbing the house. I said we was robbing hoes. Robin Hood hoes. I don't know what this joke
Wait,
is.
say it again?
And that's why, why we was stealing, because we Robin Hood, because we steal from the rich, and these cuffs are real tight and cutting off circulation in my brain. If you loosen them up, I swear I'll come up with something real unincriminating.
Hey, did you do the first sentence again in that accent?
He had to more N-words.
Shift it.
Yeah, do it. I
didn't say we was robbing the house. I said we was Robin Hood. That's why we was stealing, because we Robin Hood. We steal from the rich, and we at least cups, and then you know the rest of the joke.
I just like that you said, I didn't say we was robbing a house.
All right.
All right.
It's silly.
I just
Indeed.
thought of one that they called that new moving company, Two Guys in a Badge.
It's good.
Is that a national moving company?
Maybe not, but everyone's got their own two guys in a truck moving company.
Gulp.
Two guys in a paddy wagon.
Oh, there you go.
Sweeten that bitch.
Is that it?
For fans, for
I have one more.
I think Bob
fans.
has.
You guys are public servants, are you not? Well, then help me with this chest of drawers. Aaron Kraft, I think that does it for the jokes. Who is the winner of this episode?
I want to point out there were two jokes that were just really good points.
Okay. Are you going back to the woman hating thing?
Men's rights.
Public servants. Yeah, you're right, Bob.
Sure.
Why can't the police help us move?
That's true.
If they're not doing anything else,
They got nothing else to
They're
do.
gonna fucking choke out your sofa.
well, maybe it deserves it.
Oh my goodness.
I think their job is to enforce the law, not the.
They are public servants.
They have to deal with
And they're
those
bastards.
dirty little piggies.
They work for us.
That's true. That is true. He said that in a comical way, but that's true.
That's true.
And then Jeremy's the police motto joke. The first one, it says protect and serve not, uphold the law. Or
Enforce the law.
enforce the law. Good point, yeah.
Thank you. And that was Aaron points out good points.
Good points.
No, but they are supposed to
Gives
enforce
points
the
and
law.
points and points.
It doesn't say that on the car.
The car doesn't.
That's
Oh,
the
the
joke.
car doesn't say. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the car should really say that.
I'm gonna revisit what I was just saying. Good pointing out the good points.
He just said
Give
that.
points
you.
for pointing out the good points.
I feel like you're
pointing
gonna
out
give
that
me a treat
Jeremy
now.
I thought
said
there
that
was some
first?
over talk there, so I waited until it was time to say what I wanted to say.
But Jeremy said it.
Did you say that?
Basically, yeah.
Well, I didn't hear it because I started saying nothing.
Somebody was
And
over
then I
talking.
waited till noise stopped.
I wasn't over talking. I was under listening.
Let me explain how conversations work. I wait until noise stops, and then I say everything I've been thinking about all day.
Noise stops.
It's called conversation.
I don't have things to say unless I think about it while you're saying things.
Supposed to do two things at once? Jesus.
If there's no over talking, though, how do we know it's 1, 2, 3 jokes?
We don't. That's the conundrum.
Good point.
And that wraps up. Good points.
I'll be the one who decides.
You could still use the same Little Bits logo for
Sure,
good points.
Well, actually, Bob's moving as a bitch joke, the first one, that was a good point, too. You're right.
Sure, yeah.
Aren't all good jokes just good, relevant points?
Not always.
Yeah.
Not the pussy ones.
Especially the Yo Mama ones, right? All
What
right.
about your mom?
That's a good point. Like,
I enjoyed Jeremy's jokes on you joke at the end.
Do you have any good points about men crying to their women?
They're women. They're warm, warm women.
okay.
All right.
Isn't it
What do you
funny
look
how
for in a
human
woman?
beings need empathy and love? Okay, Rick's McGruff voice, that was funny. I enjoyed that.
That seemed like a million years ago.
And I think you could have redeemed that last joke had you gone with like, these cuffs are real tight, and then kind of went off the, I don't know, the voice.
Made it longer?
Well, riffed off a different part of it.
Sorry, Aaron. Not a good point.
Good point.
No, fuck you. So,
Did you hear what Aaron just did? He went, "Fuck you." Sorry.
I didn't apologize.
We did hear him
You
because that was
said
over
sorry.
talking. Now we are.
I would never apologize for telling Bob to fuck up. All right, so 3 points, Bob, 2 points, Jeremy, 1 point, Rick, and let me tally up the totals here.
This is exciting because I have no idea what the totals are.
So Bob gets, oh my gosh, 6 points total.
Ooh.
Jeremy gets 4 points total.
Ooh.
And Rick gets 5 points total, making Bob the winner.
It's all right. I get Dino Nuggies and Ranch tonight.
Oh, happy.
Congratulations, Bob.
Only if you
Timmons.
wash the dishes, bitch.
I don't know how. Because I'm a man.
I think
bad at watching
Jeremy, when he found out Aaron was going to be here, Jeremy for sure felt super confident today.
I totally put $100 on it on Finn.
Well, that would be fun if people could start betting on our show. We should start a little side hustle.
Yeah,
make a little profit.
my dead dad told me to
Yeah.
get it started.
I think the judge's life would be under duress at that point, though. If people are putting money and then the judge doesn't go the way they want him to.
Sure, but you essentially serve the role of like the referee in a football game or what have you.
Have you seen these players complain about the refs?
And duress is a pretty common theme throughout our show anyways.
Yeah, because
Hey
everyone
guys, next time we should all
Unduress.
We should all wear duresses. Thanks,
Carly.
You waited too much for the silence.
And now I'm waiting.
Where's the cards? Aaron, he said what I was going to say.
Carly. Do you have any burning questions?
Oh, yeah. I got a question for you. None of these questions matter. Life is meaningless. But I'm going to ask it anyway. Yes, unfortunately, I'm going to take it back to that middle story about the equitable division of household chores. I'm going to ask you guys, what is the thing that you do in your home that you most hate? Like, what is the chore in your house that you do that you think is the most annoying thing that you have to do?
I don't like any of it.
I don't like any of it either, but I would say I absolutely despise dusting and cleaning up dog hair. I feel like, because it's like you clean it, and then by the time you get to the last room, you go downstairs and it's like back.
I know a good way you can not have dog hair. problems.
I'm waiting for the noise to stop. Where's my reward? Because it's the exact same joke. Go ahead.
When will I be free?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Mine, we don't dust. We'll just vacuum. But do you have one that you despise?
Well, I kind of said all
All
of
of
it.
them.
I'm not crazy about any of it.
Right.
I will say I can find peace in like washing dishes.
Yeah.
So I can put on headphones and wash dishes like late at night, and it's like, okay, I'm fine with this. I don't hate it.
I don't despise any of them, but I do prefer not to put her laundry away because I don't want to, do it wrong, stretch something wrong, like put it in the wrong spot.
Like what I
Sure.
usually do is I put her underwear on my face,
well, that's
but
the
she
right
always
way.
gets upset.
I don't like when Robert does my laundry either because I have things that can't go in the dryer.
That's what I mean.
And the way that he was trained to do laundry is like, don't look at the tag, just everything gets washed the same.
That's how I
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
I've
how I
lost
do it.
several garments.
Yeah, like men don't get taught to do laundry correctly.
I
in
even
my
put the
experience.
dishes in
Well,
there
It's
sometimes.
not our fault. It's society.
Men don't generally have wardrobe pieces that
Right.
can't be
No,
regularly washed
they
and
do.
dried.
It's just like one time I told Robert when we moved in together, The only thing I refuse to do is his laundry. Like, I'm not going to do your laundry. But one time he was really, really overwhelmed and stressed, and he was traveling and he needed it. And I said, okay, I'll do your laundry for you. So
Put him in the garbage disposal.
I did. I was doing his laundry,
Wow.
and I was looking at the tags of some of his like nicer sweaters and stuff. I'm like, these are not supposed to go in the dryer, but he always does it.
Well, do they look ratty?
No, but I think that they get misshapen.
Like, what was an item that he had that wasn't supposed to go in the dryer?
Some sweaters, his jeans, because those I think everything shrinks.
Yeah.
So
Do-rag.
Yeah, all my shit shrinks. I just don't know what I'm doing.
just
I'm
lay
an
it
idiot.
down and let it dry, air
No,
dry.
I don't have time for that.
Well,
I don't know what to do. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Also, but here's the thing: I'd never let a partner wash my clothes because like wet farts and like
What?
you know,
What?
like maybe
You
I,
know,
like,
wet farts.
needed to like clean up some semen or something with a piece of clothing or like blow my nose. You never like just like cleaning up things and just like how my nose
oh, your
blow
poor
your nose.
t-shirts.
God, yeah.
T-shirt. Well, the t-shirt's gonna get cleaned in one moment. That's what I'm probably picking up a t-shirt to blow and then blowing my nose and putting it in the. Well,
When
I'm
you do
disgusting.
when you do your laundry, do you examine your each individual piece of clothing for gross things?
No, but if I was washing someone else's clothes and there was like
You
fucking
would.
snot all over it, but it's like, but to them going, I don't know what the fuck this is all over it, and they're washing my stuff.
I think most people
and having
just
to
like
look at my
dump it
like,
in without inspecting the
why
clothes.
don't you use a tissue?
Yeah.
because I didn't have one handy.
Here,
I'm
you
like,
can have
just
one of
like,
these.
t-shirt, thank you.
Here, I'll even put the phone in front of your face.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Do it
and
in
also
peace.
like you know, like your butt makes things on the even the subtlest
No,
of things.
no,
You don't want to see
your
your
butt
partner's
makes things.
Your butt doesn't make anything.
I'm sorry.
Not in my underwear.
Get your underwear out right now, and we're gonna see if you don't have anything
All right,
on your
Ricky!
underwear.
Everybody, let's do it.
Wait. I have a suggestion.
Everybody, we're under us.
Let me point something out, Ricky. If you're wiping and there's still stuff on the toilet paper,
There's stuff happens
don't
throughout the
pull
day. You
your-
never like had a wet fart or like kind of like got stuck in there and maybe there's a little something or
May
something.
I ask a
There's
question?
Never happened.
May I
You've
ask a
never
question?
seen anything on someone else's underwear.
I'm waiting till the
at
noise
all.
stops, but
Then stop. Then wait. Wait. Don't say
wet
you're
farts,
waiting.
wet
You're not
farts,
actually
wet
waiting.
farts. We get it. To what extent
A little
is the
bit.
mess?
A little tiny bit.
Okay.
Or what if there was a big tiny bit?
Well, I'm saying if you have a big tiny bit, lots of times, maybe it's your diet.
Sure.
Maybe you need to wipe
But
more.
every once in a while, there's like a streak or just sweat, you know, like especially if it's a lighter color underwear, it gets just like, you
Or
know.
wear black
Are you
underwear.
wearing a thong? Like, what is happening?
Bring all of your underwear. Do not wash it until you have the day that you're going to wash all of your underwear. Put it all out, and then we will
No,
scrutinize.
you know,
No,
when women get on
scrutinize.
their underwear, this is true. Women have period panties because they get
And women's like vaginas make goo and stuff like that all the time. I have seen a lot of women's underwear. Okay,
Yeah, but it's
I don't mean to
not,
brag,
they're not like perfectly clean.
but I've seen lots of periods
This
in
is making
underwear.
most women
so
don't
bad.
have clumps of shit in their
No, okay, but I said anything. My point was anything. We're focusing on the clumps of shit. I'm saying anything, any kind of
we're
like
focusing on the clumps of
sweat
shit.
or dirty
Carly, I
things.
need you to focus on the real point here.
Right. The point is everybody has dirty underwear.
Here,
Otherwise, why would you clean it?
just wear black
Why
underwear?
would you not clean it?
Wear black underwear and then you don't see the thing.
or brown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wear
but-
shit-stained underwear.
The black doesn't work with white stuff.
Okay, so you're just
So
coming
I'm
in your
gonna
underwear
wash my
constantly.
clothes. Thank you.
Buy underwear
that's the
that's
reason we
black
call
in the
it
back, white on the
unmentionable.
front.
I forgot that when you have sex, you don't take your underwear off.
I do it through a sheet.
just
If
do it
someone's
with
willing
underwear.
to have sex with
morning.
you, they should be willing to pick up a pair of your dirty underwear.
Who's gonna wash that sheet?
Well, anytime he climaxes, they're like, "I gotta get out of here." What was
about
the,
you?
What was
Do
the
you have-
question?
Your underwear?
Not right now. What was the question? I don't even
The
remember.
question
The
is,
chores
Aaron,
that you hate.
Do
Oh,
you,
the chores
does
I
your wife hate to see your...
Okay, tangentially related. I have two kids. One got out of diapers a few years ago. Another one's still in diapers. This is a hilarious conversation because daily I'm having to handle clothing that has piss and shit
Sure.
and snot on it. And at a certain point, you're like, oh, whatever, I don't care. You just pick it up. Maybe at first you're like trying to find the clean spot.
I have a kid too, and I've done that stuff too. But like the point is somebody else washing my stuff.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
you know this empathy that you in warmth from humans that you are
You can't expect
intrigued
it
by.
from anybody. We want to thank you for listening to 123 Jokes. We can be found wherever you listen to podcasts. Robert, can you advance that slide, please?
When he says warmth, I think he literally
time.
means like his underwear.
The warmth of a woman in the underwear region.
You like it the warm.
Wait,
the
can
support of a woman.
Can I ask
the
one
feel
more?
of the woman.
This is like one more important
the sweat
follow-up
wicking
question.
of a woman.
Okay.
Okay? When you wipe after you poo, at what point are you satisfied with the wipe?
When I'm done,
I
Carly,
can-
it's not that bad.
Is it
I'm just
when
saying,
the toilet paper
in general,
has no more stuff
it
on
is
it?
not that
or
I have.
is it when you're
I
tired
will
of
take my
wiping?
underwear right off right now, and you can take a look at it.
Quit trying to take your underwear off.
I want everybody to take their underwear off. But no, it's not that that's like this big severe problem, but it is a thing, and I would rather wash my own underwear.
For real. A change in diet does result
Oh my
in
God. It could be anything.
I
I'm
swear to
telling
God.
you That it can done quit focusing on the
telling you.
leaky butthole.
You can get a bidet. That
It's
helps.
that is not
And
the
I don't know
issue.
why there's so much jizz in your underwear.
Because I like to party. We like to
By
thank
yourself.
you for listening to 123 Jokes.
I like to go to very specific parties.
Available wherever you listen to podcasts.
With
We're
like-minded
also available for
people.
YouTube parties.
I think you should just stop wearing underwear. Problem
Ew,
solved.
then its jeans are going to be disgusting.
Just stop wearing those.
No, the chair.
Then you're arrested for coming on the street.
Still do it at home. We want to thank you for listening to 123 Jokes, and remember that you can also find us on YouTube.
Perhaps. I don't know.
Perhaps. We want to thank specifically Hannah, our judge, who's not here, and Daniel, our producer, who doesn't come anymore.
His underwear is clean.
His underwear's clean. We want to thank this gentleman here for coming on and being funny and being our judge and producing and making our music and doing quite a bit of work on the back end as well.
Oh my.
Thank you, Aaron. We love you for
Rick.
the work you do on our back end.
Rick needs to do a lot of work on the back end. Get that clean underwear.
Phrasing.
All the pertinent links are in the episode description. So if you want to support us via Patreon,
Please do.
do that. And it's great. And we love it.
Well, yeah. Well, with that, folks,
Classy.
No.
I'm Ricardo Leon.
I'm Jeremy Martinez.
Stop.
Rick,
Wait,
did you say yours,
Did
Ricardo?
Bob go? Wait, who's going?
I'm Jeremy Martinez.
Wait, did Bob go?
Well, I'm about to.
You have that back.
I was about to give you a hard time for not doing it, and then Carly hopped up a long.
I was waiting for the silence.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I'm Aaron Kraft.
This has been another episode of 123 Jokes.
Jokes!